Hey first, Phoenix back with all the Marios. Today we are finishing the Mario Artist series with Mario Artist Polygon Studio. So this is, it's a Polygon studio. You make 3D models. And there's these guys. Do you remember these guys?
No.
From the loading screen secret in the Mario Paint?
Nope, I don't.
Well, they were there. The two guys that do sit-ups, and they're here now. So here we have a Cacophony.
As usual.
We got our different options. Let's go to our options option. So we got the same kind of options that all the Mario Artist games had. Your audio option, your what the Z button does, whether it's have the cursor speed or do the same thing as the A button. Baseline cursor speed, and tooltips on or off. So... there's a couple of different edit modes. We're going to go start in simple edit mode.
Okay.
Simple mode is a very simplified mode where you have like pre-made pieces that you put together into a model. And you like poke things. Be like, I'm going to take this piece and I'm going to move it. Like so. I'm gonna move this
Oh God!
Off of there and slide it up here. Do like that, because I'm horrible. And like, we could change what kind of piece it is. And just kind of cycle.
Make it a wheel.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. And you've got, that's not what I wanted to. So this is just kind of like a simple mode to edit a pre-made vehicle, kind of.
A model that exists.
Model, yeah. And there's a whole bunch of pre-made models. Like, look at this shit.
Some of them make a lot of noise.
Yeah, some of them do make noise. It's real weird.
That's a chicken.
That's a chicken, like. That's a controller. It's a plane and a helicopter and all these funny little things, animals,
houses,
night and flowers.
Okay, there's a lot of
there's
different things.
There's a missile and a tank and trucks, different vehicles, bugs and dinosaur and weird things. So many weird things. This is an elephant-headed car and UFOs and a boat with cannons and a drill and. It's just all sorts of things.
Trains,
They've got all this shit that you can do.
Yeah.
And that's all of the
okay,
things.
it's cycling now.
And then, yeah, you can, like, select the individual pieces and cycle. Like, this cycles all of the things that you have selected. And if you ever select, like, something that is nowhere, it just selects all.
Huh.
So, you just kind of... This is a weird mode. So we're not going to do much with it.
Okay.
It's there. The bulk of the game is over here in advanced mode.
Oh.
So we are going to fly a rocket.
Okay.
Here we are in our rocket.
What?
We can fly our rocket.
Why?
Why not?
Okay.
Just pilot through space. Look at the stars.
Sure are stars.
Yep. I don't know why they're not showing up, but there's supposed to be like little smiley faces. There's one.
There's one.
Yeah.
Okay.
They don't do anything if you hit them, but you can just steer through space.
Okay. Off.
BGM. Background music. And there's a little dude spinning his head with the disc under here.
Uh-huh.
And you can turn it off. And there's no music. So here is where you do the actual proper modeling.
Okay.
Over here you have a variety of base models that you can work with. You've got these are your primitives, you know, pyramid, cube, various polyhedrons, circle-ish.
More advanced ones.
And then there's a wide variety of other pre-built pieces that you can start from. Various humanoid models, some robots, various robots, different types of flower head guy. Yeah, dinosaurs, a hydra, a penguin, or that's a ghost.
That's a ghost. That's the penguin.
That's the penguin. We got Yoshi,
Yoshi.
Koopa Troopa, and Mario. These are the models straight out of Mario 64.
Oh.
A bunch of animals: mouse, giraffe, horse, pig, things, long dog. There's a snail, dinosaur, snake, various reptiles, dodo bird, seagull, all sorts of things that you can start out with just to have something baseline to play around with. Or you can just, like, start from a basic shape. Or whatever.
Whatever you want.
There's also vehicles. Yeah, cars, trucks. There's a race car.
Yeah.
And a bicycle. And a motorcycle. And all these little different vehicles.
Tank.
And look at all this stuff. Some planes.
Jets.
All sorts of aircrafts and some boats. That's all those. And there's other things. You got a house. And a nicer house. And a big building. And a TV. And a stereo. And a 90s cell phone. And an N64 controller. And there's a tree.
That's a tree.
And a sunflower. A magic lamp. And an alarm clock with feet. A teddy bear. A train. And a star. All sorts of stuff. Milk.
Milk.
Sake bottle. Gun. A helmet. Wristwatch. Cool shades. And a couch. That's all the basic models that you can have. And let's start with our most basic. Here's a cube.
That's a cube.
We have a cube.
Okay, what can we do with the cube?
Alright, well, first off, let's zoom in a little bit on our cube.
Okay.
This has the same camera controls as Talent Studio had, where you have the cursor by default. When you press B, it switches to rotation mode. If you press B again, it'll switch to zoom mode. And you press A in either of those to switch back to normal cursor mode. So we've got our object. We have our cube here, and we can do a variety of things with this cube.
Okay.
Like we've got our basic
Translate.
translation controls moving along on each of the three axes. There's also one for just kind of moving it freely. This will go like on whatever plane the camera is along. We've got rotation controls along the three different axes.
Whee.
And spin it like crazy. Woo! And we've got scaling. Make it wider or shorter. Stretch it out in all of the ways that we can stretch. That's a big cube. It's not actually a cube anymore.
No, it's rhomboid.
Now it's even more not a cube. You can
So
use
that's-
this to shave off all of the corners, all of the edges.
Ah.
So that's it's a way to make it more of a round object,
But
basically.
that dramatically increases the number of polygons involved.
Yeah, that's
presumably.
what you can see down here is how many polygons there are,
Ah,
and
okay.
this bar indicates the like how close you are to the maximum number of polygons the program can handle.
Ah.
So if we do that a couple more times,
Yeah.
we are now at a very large number.
But it's a very smooth object.
It is a very smooth object. Let's shatter this though, because it's
Goodbye.
slowing things down very much.
Okay.
Go back to a cube.
A cube.
And then let us go ahead and slide this cube over here. And we're going to use this to make a mirror copy of that cube. So this lets you mirror copy whatever you have selected along one of the three axes.
Okay.
And this is a more generic copy, where you hit one of these and you now create a copy that you can slide along whichever
Okay.
axis you have selected. And there is a second page of things. So let's just, with this cube, we can do this diamond thing, and that makes it shiny.
Oh, it puts a
It's like lighting
shading.
on it. Yeah, applies some kind of lighting shader thing. This is a more significant cut.
Oh, it's like a
Like-
bevel?
No, that's what this one is.
Oh,
That just made it explode because
Okay,
it was
but
weird.
that one.
Here, that.
Oh.
You can see now we have,
subdivided.
yeah, we have divided into, like, a smaller area where you can then mess around with, because up here, you've got, the different dimensions of things you can work with. This is for working with whole polyhedrons, whole objects. This is for working with specific polygons.
Oh,
you
so
can
a
select
single face.
a specific face, and take that, and translate it,
Whoa,
slide it, and this is actually well, this is really the direction that I want. This is the direction of, the direction that the polygon is facing.
Ah, okay.
That lets you, move along. So yeah, you can, use that dividing tool to create an indent in,
Or a extrusion.
area, or, yeah, in or out intrusion. Let's see, other things you can do. I mean, you've got all the standard, movement things that you had. The rotation, translation, and scale. You can rotate things, and we can make it smaller.
No, it's this weird tilted indent.
Whoa! Make it stretch out beyond the boundaries, but that makes it look bad.
It does make it look bad, but it is physically possible within the sense of modeling.
This is another copy tool. You can copy the specific polygon face that you're looking at.
Okay.
It kind of creates a whole object with it. It's just a very thin object. So, got that. This one is interesting. This one, is this what I'm actually... Which one was this? Right, this was... Yeah, it lets you extend an object. So it makes a copy, but also wherever you're moving that copy, it is creating object in between that and the original.
Ah.
So if you just want to make a piece longer, you can use that to extend that out without, trying to shift anything to add a piece. This, let's kind of move out to a different one, because that one's got a lot going on now. Alright. Deselect. Select this. This tool is very similar, but instead of extending directly, it extends at a point. So this, it'll be easier to see if we use this face, I think. This lets you... no, not that axis. Doing the wrong things. Very much doing the wrong things. Undo dog, help.
Okay, so you want to grab that.
So I want to grab that, and I want to use the face that is facing. That's
axis, yeah.
So, okay, you can make a point.
Point!
So it creates a point in the center of the object and divides it into...
center of the polygon.
Yeah, center of the polygon, that's it. Divides it into the 4 faces to create a point. This is another extrusion tool. You select one of the edges, and that lets you kind of fold it out or in along that edge. It's like a rotation.
So now we have this little cup.
And let's see. This, I believe, is grayed out because we don't have 2 objects selected. Was it? Yeah, you select 2 objects, and this option creates something in between them. Okay, things are getting a bit muddled here. Let's
just destroy everything. Make a couple of cubes.
Make a cube, and slide it over there, and make a mirror over there, and we select in the 2D, we have this face, and this face, and that creates an object merging those 2 faces, those 2 polygons.
Okay.
So, let's back that up so we have more things to work with. This is another shave off, but it's shaving off a specific polygon face rather than the whole object. And this is another bevel of one specific polygon face. I believe that is all of the polygon tools. And then you can work with a specific edge. And this has much fewer tools. Again, it's still got the translate, rotate, scale. You can cut the edge into multiple segments, multiple line segments, kind of. Let's actually select this one. And we can cut it into, let's say, 3 parts. We now have 3 lines. You can see we've got 3 different lines selected, so we can move each of those individually and create new polygon-shaped faces with that. And then we have the shave-off tool for a specific edge. Can't really see that too well. That's
what
a
it
little
looks
bit better. And then this one removes an edge to like merge the polygons along it into a single like rounded face. So I think it'll be a bit better seen if we go here and remove that, and
Can you like translate the camera?
Can we translate the camera? I don't think we really can. Oh no, wait, what am I thinking? Of course we can. We have these buttons.
There we go.
It's the C buttons when you're not in camera control mode.
So yeah, we can see that it's now one shape.
It's now one shape, but it's still got like the angle there. It's just removed that edge so that the whole shape can be worked with at once. That's all the tools that we have for edges. It's only the one page of tools. And then you have point. A specific point of where multiple edges meet. That you can shave off a particular point, or you can select 2 points, and that didn't quite work. This is, I believe, supposed to make a
cut
polygon between them, like the group thing did with the 2 polygons, but it only works when you have 2 selected.
Should we get another cube?
Yeah, let's drop another cube in here. Slide it up here. Select this and that. Do I need to have like 4 points selected? Yeah, I'm not sure what this is. Why it's. I thought it was gonna be like an extrusion of a.
Kind of looks like a cut, like a safety blade.
Yeah, kinda.
I don't know.
No, because that's just the 4 points still. All right. Well, we'll possibly see what that does in a little bit. But there's a couple more things to look at. We've got camera controls that let you kind of switch it to specified camera angles. This is sort of some basic
the 4
angles
along the
around
axis.
the sides of it. And this makes the it turns off the view of the edges, the lines.
Okay.
So you can see the skeleton to actually work with it, or you can see what the model just looks like smoothed out. So that is the basic editing here. And you can see here's our weird shape that we threw together, our model. It has 48 vertices and 84 triangles. And its class is Gary? I don't know what the class is. There's a couple of different classes that I've seen just playing around with it so far, but I don't know what the class means. But we can take our model into this swirly mode.
What is swirly mode?
Swirly mode is physics mode. It lets you see how this model operates in a physics,
just a tumble dryer.
So it lets you see how things kind of bounce and like squish together as it tumbles through here. So you can see like they're very bouncy, very squishy cubes bits. So this lets you see how things will sit in the physics engine of this system here. So that's kind of nifty. And very interestingly, okay, I think we do need to wipe this clean first in order to look at this cassette tape.
Okay.
Because this is tutorials. This is
Oh,
video tutorials of how to build various objects, just how to work with the program. It's got a couple of different things. There's a chair, a toilet, a sandcastle of some kind. This is some kind of... I can't tell what that is. There's like a helmet, a biplane, a submarine, some kind of bug. There's like a galley with oars. Bird, long-foot bird, fish, dolphin, bear head. Let's see what this thing is. So you select one of them, and then it starts going off on its own. So it will just show you how to make that object. So it starts with a cube, rounds it off. It's got extruding a thing out. So this, I think this is a really, really cool feature. Because, like, it's a way to see, like, this is how the professional developers do this. How they make objects. And I think this is going to end up being, like, an elephant or something.
Oh.
Just off of what we're seeing here. But, or maybe, like, a sprinkler? I could not see what it was from the preview over there. It was a bit too small. But, yeah.
Okay.
So, this tool, all of the Mario Artist games have left me pretty, like, flabbergasted. And, in, like, absolute awe at how things go. And here you can see, okay, that's how that works. It creates a line between the 2 points. So it lets you divide a specific polygon in a new way by, like, selecting some of the points along that polygon.
So this is like a sprinkler?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, like a garden...
Yeah, indented there.
Yeah. Okay. But yeah, like, all of these, the Mario Artist games have left me pretty amazed. This one just blows me away completely. Like, this is very nearly a professional 3D modeling tool of the era.
It's full-featured, it seems.
It really is. Like, obviously modern tools are, like, a bit more user-friendly, and...
And
obviously,
don't require you to use the N64 controller.
This does not require you to use the N64 controller. You could also use the N64 mouse.
That's a thing.
Because that's what all of the Mario Artist games have had, mouse features.
Just haven't been using
Haven't
those.
been using them, yeah. But, yeah, that's,
Oh, maybe it's an elephanted head.
an elephant head sprinkler.
Yeah.
That would make sense. But, like, just every time as we've been going through this whole series, I just keep imagining, like, what if I had this as a kid? What if this was ever made available to me in a way that, like, I could own? If the disk drive wasn't a failed experiment, if it actually got released in, international markets, if it had more support. Imagine, like, if I'd had these tools, this, like, up until actually seeing this in action, I always thought, like, 3D modeling was something that I could never possibly do. It's, like, way beyond my capabilities. But, like, just looking at this is, like, I can do this.
Yeah.
It's a lot simpler than I ever thought that it was. And... like, if I had this as a kid, if I had ever seen this, if it was ever made available to me, like, I could have been doing 3D modeling for years. I could have, like, grown up with this and, like, gotten into, like, 3D games development stuff. And, like, especially, like, having all of the Mario Artist games and having them linked together. Because you can take there's, like, texturing tools that are elsewhere in here, and you can pull stuff from Mario Paint, or Mario Artist Paint Studio. You can import your models, I believe, back to Talent Studio into your films.
Yeah.
just like everything you can tie together to just like become a content creator of the year 2000. Yeah, I'm still not 100% certain what shape we're seeing being formed here.
Oh, we're making the handle, I think.
Yeah, I guess like that's the reservoir, that bucket area.
Yeah, so they're going to extrude this out.
Okay. Yeah, yeah,
And then
okay.
probably tilt it again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mario Artist. It's a bizarre thing. That exists.
It does. Or maybe this is just a tail. Oh, no. Here we go.
Is it?
Here we go. Pick the right tool. Yeah, yeah.
So this actually took this took me a couple of tries just to get working.
Yeah,
Because
tell us about that.
So when I first tried this, I couldn't actually get the editor to work. Like, it wouldn't recognize selecting any particular object or face or anything. It would always treat any, like, selection point as if you were clicking off of the model to select everything. It only works with a very specific graphics plugin with the emulator. One that is, like, the most console-accurate graphics plugin. So, like, I'm real glad that I was actually able to get it working at all, because being able to see this in action is pretty... It's impressive, and it's really cool. Just look at this. Just look at this.
Little handle.
Yeah, a little handle on it. What's it gonna do? I'm just gonna slide that down to connect it. Yep. Connecting it in there to make it like, actually a thing. Look at that. And we get our full view over the whole thing. Check
Elephant
it out.
head
Here's what it
sprinkler.
looks like smoothed out. Nice little elephant head garden sprinkler. Sprinkler bucket thing.
Yeah.
Look at that. Isn't that nice?
It is. So show us that texturing thing.
Alright, well, let's make a model happen real quick first.
Okay.
Let's just grab ourselves Mario.
Mario.
Yeah, the plugin that I need to use to make it work is very CPU intensive, which is why I don't normally use it with
Mario is class Tanago.
Tamago. Yeah, I do not know what the classes are. Anyway, over here with this colored panel, this is where you can texture your model.
Okay.
So let's zoom in here, and we've got. Let's turn off our lines there. We've got our basic tools. You can just kind of draw. You just kind of draw over it to color.
Okay.
Like a paintbrush kind of thing.
Mario color.
There's a paint roller that is a fill tool, basically.
Okay.
Lets you
fills
fill
like
in an entire
shape.
object, like one whole model.
Yeah.
This lets you, like, partial fill. It's like a multiply fill rather than a paint over completely. It merges the colors.
Okay.
We have stamps. You can stamp on things like
give
eyeballs.
Mario some eyes.
Give him some wonky
Those
eyes.
are definitely Mario's eyes.
Yep. All these different options for eyes. And we got
lips.
some mouth. Mario's got lips.
Yeah, they go right here.
Right over. There.
Okay. Smooch. That's Mario.
And more lips and other mouths, open mouths, and you got like
Robot eyes.
things for like robot parts, panels, disc tape, drive thing, and stuff that you would like plaster on the front of a car windshield to make it look like there's a little person inside.
Oh.
different like wheels, hubcaps, stuff, license plate.
Yeah.
Different like wall textures, ceiling textures. Various other like stamps, doors, windows, a clock.
A skull?
Faces. Just got a skull. Let's go ahead and slap
Mario has a skull.
a skull right on his nose. That's Mario right there.
Yep.
And we got some flowers and a happy star and these, just a bunch of random stamp symbols and we got Mario's little M hat piece. That we gotta
You gotta
throw
put that on his hat.
there.
Yeah.
Right there.
Right there.
That knows. Also, he's only on Nintendo 64.
This is true.
Gotta have that label. Various just color patterns. More weird color patterns, shapes, all sorts of things. And you can just stamp on there. That's all of these stamps. We got a spray paint tool. I think this is spray paint. No, this is erase.
That's an eraser.
This is an eraser.
Goodbye, his right eye.
This allows you to transfer textures in from Paint Studio.
Ah!
So that is, I'm not going to do it because the plugin throws that off in a weird way. But, just wipe it all. This allows you to,
deselect
mask
the part?
it so that you can see behind
Okay.
for painting pieces. Let's...
So, like, remove his arm so you can draw.
Yeah, so you can paint on the body without the arm getting in the way.
Yeah, okay.
Let's see. What were all of our color options here?
So many colors.
Yeah, you've got pattern colors. I thought I remembered there being a thing where you could paint on an invisible bit. You got our the eyedrop selector. Just select the what you got. Yeah. Oh, right. You've got different tools that you can change. Here we go.
There's the spray paint.
All right. So yeah, we got a little
paintbrush.
Let's actually select the color. Yeah, smaller.
Oh, so it's like a watercolor.
Paintbrush.
Putting
Yeah.
layers on.
Here's a spray paint.
Because this is the 90s.
Yeah, I gotta have spray paint. The star is fills a specific polygon face.
Okay.
Rather than a whole model. This weird eating thing. This makes it transparent.
Okay.
So.
But only from that direction.
Yeah. So it's still there. If I was to color back over it, it's still there. It's just it makes that piece colored transparent.
See, normally you would do that for the inside of a model, so that when the camera's in there, you can see through it. Or sides that you're not supposed to face, so that it doesn't render them. That's modern tips there. Goodbye, Mario's side.
Goodbye, Mario's most of yourself.
Yeah.
There.
Mario, you're invisible from this angle.
He's still Class Tamago. So, that is, the model editing. This clock thing,
Yes.
We've seen that in a couple of spots. That is basically, saves a preset. So, if you select this, if I was to, change the model to something, then I could come back here and select this and it would reload to the model that I saved that as. It's like a quick save, kind of.
Okay.
So, that is everything for the spaceship over here.
Oh, right, that was just one part.
That was just one part!